Every prophet, do you know every prophet in Africa, every prophet, I make no exception, has gone to Ghana or Benin for rituals, for initiation, for them to be able to conduct these rituals that they conducted their shrines. Every prophet. And when they go to Ghana or Benin for these rituals, you might be interested to know what rituals do they do. Because when one talks of rituals, you're probably thinking they are slaughtering gods, they are slaughtering animals, etc., etc.
No, I get you. I like sometimes
But
I do watch these things and I see them
let me
where
listen
where
to
they
me.
speak of those false
The rituals that
prophets.
they actually do to get a small powers of darkness is called a submissive ritual. That's the main common one that every prophet has gone under through. Every prophet has gone through this ritual. Every anyone that calls himself a prophet. So when they go to Benin, they are made to sleep in a dark room for 3 days. And in these 3 days, they have to undergo this submissive ritual, whereby the gods of Benin will be coming in this room. You don't know how many gods. They call them godfathers. They will be coming in this dark room where you will be sleeping naked, and you are supposed to sleep in there naked. They will be visiting you each and every minute, each and every hour, to make you pick up the soap. And every time they visit you, you have to pick up the soap. Every time they visit you, you have to pick up the soap. So this ritual is meant to make you submissive to them. And they believe by doing this pick up the soap ritual, they are actually transferring their powers to you. You know the pick up the soap ritual? Do you understand it? Like I don't want to put it in its right context for the sake of people that will be watching, but it's more like they make them wives. When you go there for the ritual, you become a wife. So you will be serviced by the godfathers non-stop for 3 days. They will be servicing you non-stop until they are done with you. And when they are done, now they can say you have now completed this submissive ritual.
You have graduated.
So that's what really happens in these prophetic shrines.
So here's a question. So do those pastors have wives?
Yeah, they do, but the wives are just for decoration. They don't really utilize their wives.
And yesterday I was talking to this other person. How do you wake up with your wife in the same bed?
They don't sleep in the same bed.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, okay. How do you travel with your wife from home to church? And then when you're about to preach, you greet your wife. You tell the congregants how beautiful she is. You see, okay, this person is acting up now.
Listen, the whole concept of having wives, it's a cover up. They just use these decent wives. If you look at their wives, the wives are all decent, are all wife material. They are just there and there to just, look holy, to make the men look holy. But your prophets don't even spend time with their wives. They have their own private...
I don't say your prophets. Who's prophets?
I mean, the ones that are watching. They spend more time in hotels. They actually stay in hotels or private apartments where they bring in girls non-stop. They spend most of their time with these hookup girls. They invite girls non-stop. And a day, an average prophet sleeps with more than 5 girls a day. And you might be asking, or you might be wondering, why do they do this? Where do they get the energy or the power or that excitement of sleeping with more than 5 sleeping with more than 5 girls a day? It's a ritual again. So whenever they come back from Ghana, or when they come back from Ghana, they have to maintain the covenant that they made in Ghana by robbing young girls of their stars and their glory. And how do they do that? They make sure they sleep with them without protection. So every now and then, they are forever sleeping with young girls and corrupting the destinies of these young girls. All the young girls or all the women that have ever slept with a prophet, an African prophet, their lives ends immediately. They never proceed. They never live a meaningful life ever. That's how their destinies become thwarted or crushed. That will be the end of their entire existence. They'll still be alive, but walking dead. Because during this ritual, there's a transfer that happens. When they sleep with young girls, there's a transfer that happens. You as a young girl, you think Papa likes you. He just wants to have you in comfort or just have intercourse with you. But what you do not know is When you are engaging with Papa, when you are sleeping with Papa, it's not Papa that you're sleeping with. You are sleeping with an entire demon. That's why they don't get tired of this ritual of sleeping with young women left, right, and center. So when you go there, you sleep with him. There is something that is being taken away from you, and there's something that he is living with you. From you, he takes the glory. He takes your star. He takes your entire destiny. And he leaves you with a vagabond spirit that he got from Benin when the godfathers were making him pick up the soap, when the godfathers were gang banging him.
And women love men of God. Whoa.
And what they walk away with is just
I'm
a
saying,
small
and these
money.
young girls love this men of God.
No, they don't love the men of God. You see, these men have serious spells. If you attend a prophetic church as a woman, you realize that the entire service you will be wet.
What?
If you attend a prophetic ministry, you will realize that the entire service you will be wet. If you're a young lady, if you're a woman, you will be filled with lust, wanting to have him inside you, because they have that dark spell that controls women, that attracts women. That's why you realize that in all these prophetic churches, they have more women than men. And all the women in these prophetic churches have either slept with the spiritual father or with the men of God, or they're actually sleeping with the men of God. And none of them know amongst themselves.
I owns him.
The closer you look, the lesser you see. There's a lot happening in these occultic shrines. I call them occultic shrines. You call them churches, but I call them occultic shrines. A lot of young girls are being destroyed. Destinies are being destroyed. And, lives are actually being destroyed. So when I come out the way that I come out and I talk about these things, it does not sit well with people because they have believed this lie for a long time. They've believed in this falsehood for a very long time. So I come across as an enemy
Keep
to
doing
them.
it, sir.
I come across as an enemy to their beliefs. As someone who's sent by the devil. To them, I'm sent by the devil. Yet they do not know that I am their Moses. I'm here to deliver them. I'm here to set the captives free. But they are
From Egypt, you are setting the captives free.
They are way too indoctrinated, and they are deep in these occultic shrines.
And they don't realize how blessed they don't realize how blessed they are to have someone like you to speak the truth.
It's only a matter of time. By the
Truth is
time they'll
rare in this
realize
day
it,
and age.
will be too late.
You
is very
see,
expensive.
it is very rare in this day and age. Like the true gospel, it's very rare.
And it's very expensive, but I'm giving it for free.
Imagine.
But they still don't appreciate it.
They must gift you.